is TNA, the new face of professional wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the newly franchised Natural.
Take a look at this! Take a look at this!
Español solamente. That means Spanish only.
Oh, look out!
Oh, security realizes this thing is turned out into a home run. They know that they've got to do something and somebody's going to get hurt.
And he went, just threw him out of the ring from the crowd!
You tore us apart, you ripped us to shreds! Your career in TNA is over!
It's gonna be our own secret plan.
The Amazon likes it well, but
And look at there's the communication problem again. This is about the championship. This is about getting a shot at the heavyweight gold.
what the hell is this? I thought that was one of the cameramen. Cameraman, my ass!
I'm smelling the gasoline. That's just filthy wrong.
Here comes Sting. Yes, he's back in the match. It is. Sting it up now. He did. He got it.
Jeremy Borash outside of Sting's locker room awaiting word on his condition. Last Sunday night at Victory Road, Sting was victorious, and that means that coming up Sunday night, August 13th at Hard Justice, one-on-one, it will be Sting versus Jeff Jarrett for the World Heavyweight title. I'll be outside of Sting's locker room. Jay Lethal. Is Sting okay?
Yeah, he's all right, but he doesn't want to be bothered right now.
Well, what are you doing in there? You got an X Division title shot tonight.
No, JB, I got a title shot tonight.
Well, yeah, last week you won a title shot. X Division title tonight.
I got a title shot. You're right, I won the title shot. But tonight, I was talking to Sting, and he said the best thing for me to do is to go for it all. So tonight, I'm challenging Jeff Jarrett for the world title.
Well, that'll be news to Jeff Jarrett. Impact is next.
Continue our efforts to update Sting's condition. Plus, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship will be defended on Spike TV when Jay Lethal challenges Jeff Jarrett. Impact, your 60-minute adrenaline rush is next.
You've been living under a rock. My name is the franchise Shane Douglas. And I want to introduce to you a couple of guys that I've been whipping into shape, and they're ready to take their first step here on Impact towards their destination. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Chase Stevens, Andy Douglas, the newly franchised Natural.
People would say that the Natural's first match under Shane Douglas this past Sunday at Victory Road was an absolute unqualified success. But in the mind and in the eyes of the franchise, let's say that Shane Douglas had some different thoughts.
This man is looking for perfection like any coach would. He's not looking for just victory. He's looking to mold a team to take all the way to the top of Tag Team Mountain.
Total combined weight 438 pounds. The team of Maverick Matt and Kazarian.
It's the return to TNA of this tag team, Kazarian and Maverick Matt. Check out that ring entrance music, written and recorded by Maverick Matt himself. Less Than Zero, it's called.
We have always talked about these guys being the best tag team in the X Division. There was something about Kazarian and Maverick Matt. They have a chemistry. It's undeniable. They always did. And it's good to see them back together here at GNA, and this is going to be an awful tough test, Mike, for the Naturals.
Oh, and right at the opening bell, you see both teams exchanging. There goes Chase Stevens, and he just took, oh man, Kazarian and flung him over the top and out to the floor. Shane Douglas' team, the Naturals, with the double team on Maverick Matt, and they drop him with that double shoulder block. Have to point out this very unique situation where the manager does not stay at ringside. Don, it's really unlike any other wrestling manager that I've seen. Usually the manager positioned around the ringside area, offering strategy, a game plan. That's not the case with the franchise Shane Douglas. We saw that this past Sunday at the Victory Road pay-per-view.
And you know what, Mike? It's something special what the franchise is doing with these guys. He doesn't want to be out there to hold their hand. They're going to have to learn how to survive out there in the ring with what he teaches them. But you and I, today, we're privy to watch Shane Douglas go through the match at Victory Road. He went through every second of it. We were allowed in there, no cameras. You see the pin attempt. And he went through every phase of that match with the Naturals. None too pleased about anything because his goal is to take this team all the way, and just simple victory is not going to do it for him.
Oh, you're right, Don. He is an absolute perfectionist. Watch this. Maverick Matt going to slide through out to the floor. Oh, man, and Kazarian, what a leg drop. Outside in, pin attempt, 2 count, no, just 2.
It's an incredible leg drop that he's got right there, Mike.
Hold that thought, Don. Quick commercial breakup coming. When we return, more of this opening tag team matchup on Impact. And welcome back, everyone. Spike TV's Impact from Orlando, Florida. It's Universal Resorts, Universal Studios, the location for this opening tag team matchup. And, oh, off the top, here comes Kazarian. Leg drop and a follow cover. Oh, just a 2 count. It's Kazarian and Maverick Matt returning to TNA as a team to face the franchise Shane Douglas. Newest squad, it's the Naturals, Chase Stevens and Andy Douglas.
The franchise Shane Douglas can't be happy with what he's seeing out here right now. It's almost like Maverick Matt and Kazarian have never left. They've just been in sync. They've been in tune. And this is what a sharp team can do. And this is exactly, oh, what a shot. What a shot. What a kick right there by Kazarian into the face of Andy Douglas. And that's what the franchise is telling these guys. It's just, oh, he just got his foot on the ropes. Wow.
We have so much information to bring you up to speed on. This past Sunday at Victory Road and the Road to Victory 4-way matchup, it was almost miraculous. Insurmountable odds. Sting came back from being blinded. Gasoline thrown in his eyes and face by Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett coming to ringside, posing as a cameraman, threw the gasoline in Sting's face. Sting, however, came back after the trainers had worked on him, and he won the Road to Victory 4-way. He's number 1 in line for the title shot at Jeff Jarrett at Hard Justice.
One of the most heroic things I think I've ever seen, Mike, when we saw Sting make his way back into the ring, focused on his goal, and that is to rid the cancer, to rid TNA of the most hated man in wrestling, Jeff Jarrett.
Naturals double team clothesline, Kazarian out to the arena floor. Focus in the ring. Off the suplex, here's the pin attempt. 2 count. Oh!
Beautiful bridge right there by Chase Stevens, and this is what the franchise was talking about earlier today. If, he said, I was listening to him, if the other team gets ahead of you, don't lose your focus. And that's what they've done, but look at that move by Kazarian. He brings down Andy Douglas on the ropes and leaves Chase out there 2-on-1. Oh, the teamwork is incredible right now by Matt and Kazarian. They get it?
No, just a 2 count there. Maverick Matt had the shoulders of Stevens down on the mat. Now, Kazarian and Douglas. Look at this, Kazarian going all the way to the top. Oh, tossed out to the floor by Andy Douglas.
He was going for that incredible move that he used to call the flux capacitor, but now this is what the Naturals looks like they need. And look at this. Chase Stevens has him, and there's the double team. He's got him down.
Count 1, 2, got it. Naturals get another one.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the Naturals.
It wasn't pretty, Mike. There wasn't nothing pretty about it. It looked like it was going to be all Kazarian, all Maverick Matt, but the Naturals found a way to be resilient. They got it done.
And under the tutelage of this man, the franchise Shane Douglas, let's be honest, the Naturals are 2-0.
Well, you got it like that, but I guarantee you there's things out there that the franchise didn't like. We saw that at Victory Road. And now look at that. He just smacked Chase Stevens. Whoa, he's not happy at all. It's not about wins and losses right now. It's about getting them ready.
6 weeks, you won. That's what you won. You were on your back most of the time. Your shoulders should never touch the damn mat.
Wow. I don't know if they're ever going to make him happy. I mean, you have to appreciate that. He's just not satisfied with a win. He wants it his way.
Well, all the great coaches, I think, are that way. You can't be satisfied with squeaking one out. He wants total domination. He wants them to go in that ring and dominate from bell to bell.
And hello once again, everyone, from ringside. It's Mike Tenay, joined by Don West. Whoa, what do you think about the franchise Shane Douglas? That is one tough taskmaster.
Well, you know, Mike, it's like they were saying, a great coach, yeah, the victory's nice, but he's building for something bigger down the road. He's thinking about championship. He's not satisfied with seeing his team being dominated from the start, and it looked like Matt and Kazarian were going to get that win.
Don, let's shift gears here for 1 second. Let's take you back via videotape to this past Sunday's Victory Road pay-per-view. One of the sickest, one of the most strangest things, Don, that I've ever witnessed in TNA.
Oh, it was absolutely disgusting what Jeff Jarrett did. It was just beyond reproach. Putting the gasoline right there into the eyes of Sting. But how heroic was Sting coming back for the victory?
It was almost unbelievable. They cleansed the eyes of Sting. He came back to the ring near the conclusion of the matchup, and yes, against insurmountable odds, blinded by that gasoline. Nonetheless, it was Sting who came back with the victory in the Road to Victory matchup to become the #1 contender. We're going to try and get an update for you. We're going to send it to the back. Our broadcast partner, Jeremy Borash. Let's get an update on Sting.
I am still outside of Sting's locker room awaiting word on his medical condition after what happened last Sunday night at the Victory Road pay-per-view. Now, of course, Sting did emerge victorious, and that means it will be Sting versus Jeff Jarrett one-on-one at the Hard Justice pay-per-view event on Sunday night, August the 13th. Now, what is the condition on Sting's eye? We will be here throughout the course of the hour to find out. Hopefully get word by the end of the show tonight.
Hey, don't worry, no one followed me. But listen, I've been looking for you all day, man. I was over at the interview site. I've been waiting there since early this morning. Wait a minute. Are you avoiding me?
No, Eric, I'm not avoiding you.
Are you avoiding me? Is there something I should know?
No, Eric, there's nothing you should.
Okay, good. Listen, man. I need another one of those ideas. Remember this? Remember this? We're on the level. Remember that? I need some more plans for my cause. I got to secure my spot. So give me an idea, Jeremy.
You need an idea.
Give it to me. I'm ready.
All right,
I'm ready.
I got a great idea for you. This is going to be good.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
Hold on a second. There's
Jeremy,
something going on at the desk, Eric. There's something going on at the desk. Mike, back to you.
Do I look stupid? Shut up. To me and Steiner looks like we don't know what's going on around here tonight. You know what Sting's trying to do.
Yeah, I know exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to remove you from TNA because he thinks you're a cancer.
I'm not talking about that, Tenay. You know what he's trying to do. I'm talking about the con in Sting. He has conned Jay Lethal tonight. You know what? He has absolutely robbed Jay Lethal of an X Division title shot and conned him into wrestling me, being a division he doesn't even deserve to be in. Sting's a con artist, but you know what? It's a master plan, and I know what he's going to try to do. He's going to try to come out of the rafters. He's going to try to slip in the back door and screw me out of a title. You know why? Because he didn't want to face me at Hard Justice. Well, it ain't going to happen, because tonight, wherever I go, he goes, and that is the law.
You know what, Jarrett? You better get in your ring gear because you've got an NWA World Title defense. You've got it tonight.
Okay, guys, still to come, Jeff Jarrett defends his NWA World Heavyweight title against Jay Lethal. But up next, we have the War Machine Rhino in action.
A legend returns. A legacy grows. Now, the warrior known as Sting sets his sights on the most prestigious title in professional wrestling, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
It's showtime!
TNA Wrestling presents Hard Justice. Live Sunday, August 13th on pay-per-view.
I need to get in the head of an X Division star.
Dissect them, huh?
I need to know what they do, what they think when they get on the top rope, what they think when they leave the top rope.
Hey, Kevin, look who you're talking to here, huh?
Exactly.
So what we did is brought some tapes from Mexico, from Japan, from Madagascar.
Madagascar?
That's right. All right, Kevin, now here we are in Mexico City. Now notice, watch him go up. There you go. That's right. He's going into the Spaceman Tornillo arm drag right there. You see the beauty, the form, how he arched his back? That's right. As he does a 360, what? Over the top rope. Kevin, come on, take these notes, man.
What is that?
Double reverse ninja kick.
With an atomic hog drop. What? Where is this? I've never seen a two-sided ring before.
You're damn right you haven't, because this is Madagascar. Japan, Mexico, they got nothing on Madagascar. Oh, man.
What? Are they sitting on the floor?
That's right, because chairs are luxury over there.
They look like as many people. How many people at this thing?
300, give or take.
300?
Best wrestlers in the world, I tell you right here. Best wrestlers in the world, yeah. Right up, Kevin. What I'm going to do for you, Kevin, you know those two Madagascar wrestlers we were watching? We're going to fly them in business class.
Shut the front door!
That's right. Business class.
We only roll one way.
Just so you can train with these fellas. Come on, Kevin.
I love you.
Next week, we'll do it up, huh?
Let's do it, man.
Hold me.
Championship. Feel it.
Oh, God.
Hold me.
Oh.
You hold me too tight.
Okay, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Detroit, Michigan, the War Machine, Rhino!
And here comes the War Machine from the Motor City, Rhino to the ring for one-on-one competition. And of course, this reaction, it's always incredible in the impact zone for the War Machine.
I don't know who's more popular in here, Eric Young or the War Machine, because I'm telling you, this guy gets a Sting-like ovation. It's unbelievable because of his passion, Mike. They love what he stands for. They know it comes from the heart, and they bond to this guy. Look at that.
Robert Adams, the opposition for the Master of the Gore. The War Machine Rhino, who charges at him and dropped him with the clothesline. Huge announcement made this past Sunday. TNA's pay-per-views are going on the road, and we're going to the hometown of Rhino for Bound for Glory. There's the Gore! Gore! Here it is! I didn't even have a chance to talk about Bound for Glory, our biggest pay-per-view of the year, October the 22nd in Detroit, and here's Rhino. Wow!
When I threw out an extreme challenge, that wasn't the competition I was looking for.
Oh my God, Samoa Joe!
Well, he said that wasn't the time he's looking for. I wonder if this is the challenge
I don't know. What's going on here?
Listen to me. I threw out an extreme challenge. You want to come down here? You want to fight now? You want to fight next week? Or do you want to fight at Hard Justice?
What do you say, Joe?
Rhino.
Whoa.
Rhino. You've made your point. You've thrown out your challenge. And I'll tell you what, Rhino. You might say, due to certain events, I felt a little bit depressed. And nothing makes me feel better than a good old-fashioned brawl. And Rhino, I heard you're the best brawl in town. So I'll tell you what, we don't gotta wait till Hard Justice. I talked to Cornette in the back, and if you want to fight, you got it next week on Impact.
Oh, wow! You gotta love that! Wait a minute, that's the Battle of the Machines. If he accepts, what do you say, Rhino?
You know what? When I lay out a challenge, I mean it. So why do we have to wait till next week? Why don't we kick each other's ass right now?
There's no reason to wait. Here comes Joe, right down the ring. Security out to try and separate these two.
It's going crazy right there. They want a piece of each other. Unbelievable, Mike.
It's a battle of the machines, the War Machine, and the Samoan Submission Machine. I am backstage with Brother Runt of Team 3D. And last Sunday at Victory Road, well, things didn't quite go as planned.
No, they sure didn't. Hey guys, what's going on?
Brother Ray, Brother Devon, Team 3D, guys.
Borash, you have two choices. You can get the hell out of here, or you can sit down and shut up.
I'd like to stay, if that's all right.
Sit down. you might want to sit too. You know, we don't like losing. And last week, we lost to the James Gang in Abyss. You got put through a table. Now, we're not blaming you, but the fact remains that we still lost. That's neither here nor there. This is the bad news. Me and Devon are splitting for a while. We're gonna leave. We need to regroup. You see, we had a goal when we came to TNA, and we've always achieved our goals. We didn't get to where we are in this business by taking a backseat to anybody. We went crazy in ECW. We became the greatest tag team in the world in WWE, and now we're here with the future of pro wrestling, TNA. But things haven't exactly gone perfectly. We had America's Most Wanted right where we wanted them. We had those NWA World Tag Team titles, but they slipped through our fingers. Then we got sidetracked with the James Gang. Now, AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels are the World Tag Team Champions. I mean, bro, things are just, they're just not going right. We've been going real hard for 12 years like machines. We're gonna take some time off. We're gonna refocus and regroup and come back for the one thing we need to make us the greatest of all time. But we need you to do us a favor.
Well, a big favor. And behave yourself. Stay out of people's way. And most of all, hold it down for the family until we return.
Listen, don't get in any trouble. Be good. You know what you should do? Go for that X Division title. That would be perfect for you. All right, bro?
All right.
See you.
Take care.
You bet.
Jeff Jarrett defends the World Heavyweight title against Jay Lethal. But up next, we're going to hear from the NWA Tag Team Champions.
Backstage here with the former six-time World Tag Team Champions.
You want to get killed? Do not say former in front of us, all right? When you introduce us as the six-time Tag Team Champions of the world.
I stand corrected. The six-time World Tag Team Champions, America's Most Wanted.
We would have been seven if somebody wouldn't hit me with a chair.
Hit you with a chair? Yeah. We wouldn't have lost the belts in the first place if you hadn't hit me with that beer bottle.
Shut up!
The one swung it.
Stop! You know why this is happening, right? This is happening because of one person. And that's you, Serelda. And if there's one thing I can't stand, it's cheater. I'm so sick of you interfering. I'm so sick of you jumping me with my back turned. Well, let's just see how brave you are when you have to step in the ring with me, a true athlete, face to face at Hard Justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Impact Zone, the NWA World Tag Team Champions, the phenomenal AJ Styles, and the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
There were so many memorable moments from this past Sunday's Victory Road pay-per-view, and they range from, let's just say, everything from Larry Zbyszko of the Championship Committee having his head shaved when he lost the hair versus hair matchup to Raven, to the retaining of the NWA World Tag Team titles by these two individuals, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, and the phenomenal one, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
The more they're together, Mike, the better they get. They are becoming so finely tuned, so well-oiled. And let's hear from the Fallen Angel.
It's good to stand here in the Impact Zone as the Tag Team Champions of the world.
It should feel good.
Unfortunately, we're not undisputed champions, because it seems like the teams in the back have a problem with AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels holding these championships. You see, when I look at them, I see resentment in their eyes. Don't you, AJ? Do you guys remember 2 months ago, Team 3D came into this ring and they said, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, you might be the future of this company. But as a team, But hey, that's okay. I don't blame them. I mean, if the roles were reversed, I might feel the same way. So AJ, how do we do that? I mean, how do we silence the critics and how do we prove to the world that we're in this for the long term? What do we do? What? Tell me.
Calm down, partner. Calm down. You know what? Hold these. See, because this is what it's all about anyway, isn't it? These envelopes. Now, what's in these envelopes, because there are a lot of them, is a signed contract for a title shot. A title shot for every tag team in TNA. So, who do we have? Team 3D. Heard you guys were taking some time off. It'll be here waiting on you. The James Gang. The Naturals. This'll be good. Christian Cage and Sting.
Hey, yo, gringos. I didn't hear LAX's name up in the mix. What, are you ducking us? But you see, that shouldn't surprise us because you two gringos ain't got no huevos, ain't got no heart, and you're overrated.
The outspoken Conan.
Why don't you just shut up?
From the Spanish broadcast position.
Why don't you just shut your mouth?
Because if you just hold on a second, there's an envelope for LAX.
Yo, man, let's keep it trill. Everybody knows that there ain't a contract in there for LAX. You've been ducking us. You guys have been privileged since you got into this company. They've spoon-fed you everything. You ain't got no heart, like I said before. And if you ever have los pantalones to get into the ring with LAX, we're gonna be all over you like a monkey on a cupcake. Whoa, stop your whining. Stop your whining for a second. All I hear you doing is bitching. This is our challenge. We told you there's a contract. Here it is. Here's your contract right here. Yo, am I supposed to read that from here? You know what? You want things handed to you? Fine. How about if I come hand deliver this to you, K-Dog?
Well, it was certainly an impressive debut this past Sunday at Victory Road for Conan's team, Homicide and Hernandez, the Latin American Exchange. And check this out. The champs are hand-delivering the contract to Conan.
Well, they're not going to duck anybody. They've said it. They want to prove to everybody how good they are.
Yeah, this is a contract. You got a pen? Huh? You got a pen?
Conan's ready to sign right now.
Oops, my bad.
What?
He dropped it.
And here they go! I mean, you always have to be aware of LAX. Oh, when you're over by the Spanish broadcast position, they've got the border. Did you see that?
He hit him with the snapjack again. Right there it is. And you see Homicide spinning on him. They won a piece of Daniels and Styles. And look at this. That's one of the strongest men you'll ever see. And we saw it.
Oh, God! Hernandez just took AJ high into the air and dropped him against the apron. Meanwhile, Homicide continues to beat down on the fallen angel.
Look at this. As LAX, not only do they want that title shot, they're coming out here and proving their statement right now. Proving their point right now. And, man, they were impressive at Victory Road. And look at that.
Right into the head. He used the championship belt. Conan did. And he laid out Daniels. Look out in the ring. This is called the Gringo Killer. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
It looked like it broke his neck. How vicious is that?
He just folded up like an accordion.
Look at this, and you can see Daniels just busted open.
Blood flowing out of the head of Daniels down his face while Hernandez holds him.
Pick him up. What is this? He's got his blood.
He's signing it in his blood. He's signing the contract in Daniels' own blood. Look at that.
Oh, man, he's putting LAX right there over the contract. Oh, what a statement they're making right now. That's sick.
Oh, the gang mentality of the LAX, the Latin American Exchange. But bottom line, they get a championship match because of it. Konnan signs the deal. Oh, let's send it to the back in JB.
I'm back outside of Sting's locker room, left for a few minutes to go interview AMW. Come back. Not only is the door open, no Sting inside. We do know earlier in the night he did advise Jay Lethal to go for the World Heavyweight title tonight. He's doing just...
Is Cornette inside there with Sting?
No, Larry.
Well, let me point something out to you and everybody. I'm still the man on the championship committee of TNA. Jim Cornette here, he's already dropping the ball on important economical decisions here for the company. You know, if upper management would be listening to me, we wouldn't have Rhino and Samoa Joe wrestling for free on television. That's a pay-per-view mega event. Not to mention the fact they got the youngest guy on the roster wrestling for the oldest, most prestigious heavyweight championship title in existence.
Hey, I got a message.
What's up? What's your problem, Slick? What are you laughing at?
Up next, Jeff Jarrett defends the NWA World Heavyweight title against Jay Lethal. Stay tuned.
Family, loyalty, respect. Find out why the Samoan Submission Machine is truly unstoppable. The Best of Samoa Joe. Available now everywhere DVDs are sold. It's the ultimate TNA fan sweepstakes. Enter to win an all-expense-paid trip for two to TNA No Surrender. Dinner with TNA knockout Christy Hemme the night before, and much more. Go to TNAWrestling.com for details.
There is no such thing as perfect in sports. But if there was, it sure would resemble Bobby Roode. Some people were born to work in a factory. Some people were born to work behind a counter. But I was born to be in this business. I'm a thoroughbred. I was born to be a champion. Do I think Team Canada held me back? Maybe. I was a team player. I was in it for the team. But now, it's a different story. I'm in it for myself. I'm out for number one. It's my time. It's Bobby Roode's time to shine. It's a whole new ballgame now that Bobby Roode is on his own. And if you get in my way, I will take you out. Jeff Jarrett, Samoa Joe, Christian Cage, Sting. Be served. No, Bobby Roode has arrived. I am the main event. The heavyweight landscape will never be the same. TNA is a new face of professional wrestling. And you're looking at the new face of TNA.
It's a rarity on Spike TV. It's time for the main event for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship belt. Well, if you could get past that ridiculous hairpiece that Larry Zbyszko is wearing, you might have heard him talk about the youngest man on the roster challenging for the oldest belt, and it is Jay Lethal. Last week in that 8-man all-or-nothing match, Team Canada forced to disband, but Lethal, by virtue of scoring the pin, ensured a championship match, but we never thought it would be for the NWA title.
Well, here he comes, the king of the mountain, the most hated man in wrestling. Jeff Jarrett, a man who did one of the most despicable things I've ever seen in Victory Road. Spraying out the gasoline, pouring it in the eyes of Sting, knowing that if Sting won that, he would be focused totally on him. But maybe that plan is backfiring, Mike, because Jay Lethal surprised us all. We thought he'd go after Sting G in the X Division, but after talking with Sting, he decided to catch Jeff Jarrett unprepared and go after the heavyweight championship.
In the mind of Jeff Jarrett, it was an eye for an eye after what Sting did to him recently on Impact. But can you believe it? Throwing gasoline in a man's face and a man's eyes. To the ring, Jeremy Borash for our introduction to the main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. That is your main event.
When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official, Mr. Rudy Charles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the combatants. First of all, weighing in this morning at 211 pounds, he comes to us from Elizabeth, New Jersey, and is the challenger. This is Jay Lethal.
Look at Jarrett play the mind games, trying to get into the skin of the challenger, 20-year-old Jay Lethal.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my right, he weighed in this morning at 232 pounds and is the current reigning and defending NWA Heavyweight Champion of the world. He is the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett.
Look at this! Jay Lethal, right before the opening bell, takes it right to the champ. Off the powerbomb, here comes Lethal, flying forearm shot, springs off the ropes, and he decks Jarrett again. Here's the scoop, mid-ring slam, this kid's on fire.
What a way to start it off! Obviously, Sting gave him some pointers. He said you gotta take it right to him. And here we go. 1, 2. Oh, I thought we might have a new champion. You know, I was thinking this kid would be so nervous. I was thinking he would be terrified in that ring. I was thinking the experience of Jarrett would be too much. But this kid's too young to be nervous. He's too fired up. His kid doesn't know any better, and look at him go for it.
Follow Jarrett to the floor. Another high risk. This the crossbody block. Here's 2. Barely kicked out before the 3 count.
You know, I made a point of it when Jarrett was coming down the ramp. He's unprepared for this. Never in his wildest dreams did he even think Jay Lethal would use that title shot opportunity to go after his title. And look at what Jay Lethal's doing.
It's like a full court press. Jay Lethal has been in the face of Jarrett even before the opening bell, and he's relentless, never giving up. Uh-oh, there's the opening for Jarrett, and the champ caught him. Knees to the back, gonna spring off the ropes. Here he comes.
Oh, man, just applied that pressure on the head and the neck, and now he does it. He comes around. Oh, a nice block. What a block by Lethal. And here he comes. Right onto the rail. Right onto Jarrett.
Suicide dive by the challenger. Can you imagine this, Don? NWA World's title match this week on Impact. Samoa Joe one-on-one against Rhino next week. Uh-oh, what's Scott Steiner doing out here?
Oh, he's got to be watching Jarrett's back. And look at that steel pipe he's got. I don't think he ever thought this would happen.
Scott Steiner coming out to ringside. Lethal going high risk again off the top. Oh, God, Jarrett tossed him out to the floor. We've got to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Can the kid do it? Jay Lethal's challenge for the title. More when we return. And welcome back, everyone, to Impact, the continuation of the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship matchup. And during the breakdown, it has been all Jeff Jarrett.
Once he took Jay Lethal off that rope backwards into that rail, that's where the experience came in, and you can see Scott Steiner walking around ringside with that pipe, and you see Steiner right there with Lethal as the referee is distracted, and there is Big Papa Pump, and he tosses him back into the ring, just hand-feeding him to the champion.
This is something that Sting has to be looking for, because August 13 at Hard Justice, Jarrett to defend. Oh! Look at that elevation, high up into the lights, and Lethal crashes down back first. You know that Jeff Jarrett is going to have Scott Steiner in his corner for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship matchup at Hard Justice, and Sting has to be watching this and keeping that in mind. What a drop kick by Jarrett. Did you see the top boot right into the face of the challenger?
Oh, he just flattened him with that boot. And I mean, Jay Lethal, it was so impressive. He came out so fired up. This is where the experience comes in. You don't hold the championship like this guy so many times without knowing what to do, and he's now making mincemeat of him right here. Oh, he's going to pull him in and try to get him into that figure 4.
The reversal. Barely got a 2 count, and wow, Jay Lethal has the figure 4 leg lock applied to the champ.
This kid has just never ceasing to amaze us, Mike. Every time you think he's down and out, he fights away. And wait a minute, look at Steiner. Pulling on the hands of Jeff, getting him through the ropes.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner aiding Jarrett, pulling him toward the ring rope, enabling him to break the submission, the figure 4 leg lock. Here comes Lethal.
Look at it. He's not going to let up for a minute. And he goes right out over the ring on top of Scott Steiner. What a shot by Jay Lethal.
Flip dive onto advantage, Jay. Off into the rope. High hip toss. Cartwheel follow through. And the basement drop kick.
I can't believe what I'm seeing right here. Jay Lethal having a chance. And he goes up top. And he hits him.
Diving dynamite off the top.
One, cover, two. Oh, just in time. It was so close.
God, how close can you come?
Look at the facial of Jay Lethal right there. He's pleading to referee Rudy Charles. I had it, but he didn't. The champ got it up just in time. And look at this. Now he shouldn't have went to plead his case. He should have concentrated on the match.
Went for the stroke, but the kid's got a counter for that. Jarrett tossed into the corner. Now elevates Lethal to the apron. Right hand shot was blocked. Lethal comes back with a right of his own. Not Steiner again. Lethal doesn't see him.
Cracked him with the steel pipe.
Cracked it across his back.
And the referee didn't see it as Steiner heads to the ground to get out of the sight. And now Jarrett set him up for the stroke up here, Mike.
Stroke from the rope. Face first. What a bad landing for Lethal. Right on his head. And Jarrett keeps the title because of Scott Steiner.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett.
He was gutless this past Sunday when he threw the gasoline in the eyes of Sting. And now he's got Big Papa Pop continuing to do his dirty work.
This kid had him beat. This kid was unfazed. He didn't care. And now, look at this. Scott Steiner putting the Steiner recliner on. Wait a minute. What's going on?
Lights out, the Impact Zone, Don.
It's got to mean one thing.
Oh, could it be? Lights out.
Let's hope so. And there he is.
Look at Sting clean house. Right hand for Steiner. What a chop for Jarrett. Big boot for Steiner. Here comes security from the back.
If there's anybody that wants revenge, if there's anybody that deserves revenge, it is Sting after what Jarrett did. And look at him. He wants to rid that cancer from TNA.
He's knocking away from Hard Justice. He's choking the life out of Jarrett right now.
Get enough of the adrenaline.
On the next Impact, the undefeated Samoan submission machine answers the War Machine's challenge. Samoa Joe versus Rhino.
What are you doing?
Seriously, man. Can't a guy just go through a door without having a camera shoved in his face? Don't you have somebody else to annoy? You want to know why I'm going in to see Jim Cornette? I'll tell you. You saw what just happened to Jay Lethal, didn't you? Didn't you? Everywhere Jeff Jarrett goes, Steiner is not far behind. So I'm going to make sure, at Hard Justice, let's just say we're going to even the playing field. I'm going to ask Cornette if I can be in Sting's corner.